y'all, welcome back to another Our Flippin' Homestead video. Today's video is going to be different than what I've ever done. This video is going to be a year review since we've moved to the new place. When we come home from Freedom Weekend that following Thursday, I had knee surgery, so I've been laid up in this bed or in my recliner, so we haven't really got a chance to do a whole lot around the homestead since I've been laid up. Big D's been taking good care of me. The kids have been helping out, doing a few things here and there. But other than just watering the garden and feeding the animals, there really hasn't been a whole lot going on. Plus, it's rained several days. I'm going to take snippets of some past videos that we put out through the last year, kind of reliving the past year since we've moved here. In May of 2024, our Big D purchased this property, and we moved off his family farm, and we started a brand new homestead with a blank slate, essentially. There was a house here and there was a garage that we use as a barn slash shop. But other than that, there was zero infrastructure. There wasn't a garden spot or anything. And so we have had to build this from the ground up, and it's been a lot slower of a process than I initially anticipated. I figured we'd have all of our animals over here already and all of the pens done, and due to weather and life and it just has not happened yet. The very first night that we moved in, the day we got our keys and the day we officially moved in, the first night that we lived here, there was a tornado, and it took the roof off of our neighbor's building and blew it over into our yard. And then it wasn't a week or two after that, we had major flooding and it washed out the driveway. And so we got a very nice welcome. We didn't get a whole lot of damage from either of those, but the surrounding area where we live did, and so there'll be some of that in here. But it was in late May of 2024 when we moved here. We did change our channel name from Hat Creek Homestead to Our Flippin' Farmstead because we moved to the Flippin', Arkansas area, and I just couldn't pass up the play on the words, and so we became Our Flippin' Farmstead. But yeah, so this video is just going to kind of be a recap of the past year-ish. I'm going to go from May when we moved to current times, and there's going to be snips from probably, if you watch our videos regular, you're going to see all these clips because I'm going to pull them from my other older videos. I might sneak in something here or there that I didn't include in an original video. I'm not going to include my crafting stuff in here because that would be totally boring. And so I'm not sure how long this video was going to be, but I had to get something out for y'all to follow up the Freedom Weekend video. So yeah, I hope you enjoy our 1 year recap.
And I'm from Flippin', Arkansas. My brother's a flippin' cop on the police force. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Sunday, my family and I are at the Flippin' Church of Christ, front row. Graduated from Flippin' High School, got the Flippin' diploma right on my wall. Go Birds. Without those giant foam hands at football games, there'd be problems.
Well, hey y'all, today is the big day. We did close on the property. It's almost 3 acres. It ain't much, but hey, it's ours. So I'm leading the convoy. It's me and my Yukon, and then Big D and his son's truck, and then his son's driving the U-Haul, and then his other son is bringing up the rear. So I don't know how much of this I will get filmed, but we're gonna try anyway. Oldest boy bringing up the rear in the moving truck. Well, y'all, it's our first night at the new place. And it's about 4:30 in the morning when we woke up by tornado sirens. And the new homestead has already sustained some substantial damage. We have a tree down here on our propane tank. We have a big tree that's busted off over here over the fence. I'm currently moving my car. It was parked under a huge tree. There's been a lot of tornadoes tonight. Sorry you're getting the top of Big D's hat. I'm gonna move this car. Where it don't get smashed. It's still thundering and lightning. I'm gonna put this up here where it can't get hit. And I'll walk you down the house and see if we can see any of the damage. Trees everywhere. I'm gonna move Big D's company truck, but it looks like the neighbor's building right here lost a bunch of its tin and some slats or something. As you can see, there's a limb here off of a tree. This tree right here was topped out. It's over the fence. So there's a little creek that runs right there along that tree line, and it got out of its banks, and it still have water running down our driveway. And it washed out our road a little bit. Not too bad. But our neighbor come up with their tractor and box blade, I guess, while we were going to town, and fixed the driveway. Which stinks that this is where the water runs, because our driveway, our property is actually the middle of the driveway over, and I want to put a fence all the way down to the bottom of our property, so we were going to put a fence down the middle of the road and put a gate up at the bottom and move the driveway over, but it looks like the driveway won't be able to be moved unless we do more drainage or something. So we've had a few questions about the new place. What animals are we taking? What animals are we leaving? We are taking the goats and sheeps. We are taking the rabbits. The chickens we have aren't really laying. They're 3 or 4 years old, so we're gonna let them live out the rest of their lives here, or we're just gonna butcher them. They're too old and tough for meat. There's no reason to have them on the feed bill, so we're gonna be getting new chickens at the new place. The pigs are going to freezer camp, so they will not be going. And Bandit has bonded here, so we're gonna leave Bandit, and we'll be getting a new livestock guardian dog. So if you know anyone who has Anatolian Shepherd puppies or Anatolian Shepherd Great Pyrenees mixed puppies, let us know, because we're looking for a new livestock guardian dog. But we are taking the rabbits. We're gonna get new chickens and ducks over there, and we are taking the sheep and goats And so, I hope that answers that question. We're also going to take Fred with us, and we got 2 new kittens, and they're over there, Zeke and Zinni. So we're at the Lowe's picking up a few supplies for garden number 2, the garden at the new place. And we're getting some black cow. We're going to do an experiment, and I'll show you guys all about that later in the video. And some sand for another experiment that Big D's going to do. All right, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Planting plants in bags.
So this is garden experiment number 1. So today is Father's Day, so when you see this, it'll be after Father's Day, but I hope everybody that's a father or a father figure had a great Father's Day. I made something for Big D for the kids to give to him, and I'm going to go take it out to Ellie and let her give it to you, and then I'll show y'all what it is. Y'all, welcome back to our flippin' farmstead. It's finally starting to snow here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's starting to come down. So as you guys can see, it's coming down. It's been snowing for about an hour. It looks like we have maybe an inch. I'm not sure how much we're supposed to get, but it is about 11 o'clock. I love the way that big old tree looks. So this is what the snow looks like now. It's still snowing. We're gonna see if we can get Cletus to come out into the snow. We probably got 6 inches or so. Peanut! Come on, Cletus! He's like, nope. Was that a mean trick, Cleety? Oh, was that a mean trick? He says, Mommy, the snow is all the way up past my belly button. Come on, go potty. Go potty. He's like, I don't think so. So here's the goat structure all done. We're gonna wrap a tarp around it and put a tarp over the top of it. And then we gotta put up the fence and the goats will be ready to be coming home.